Coach, so you guys had a huge marquee win over Syracuse on Saturday. Talk about how big that win was.
It was exciting. It was a huge win for the girls. I was so happy that, we finally turned one of those tight games into a win. It was amazing to see, the girls celebrating, and, I think they really deserved it. They worked really hard. The team was so united heading into that game. They had worked so hard all week. The scout team prepared the starters better than we've ever prepared before, and I give most of the credit to those guys. And then obviously the girls who were on the field, they did a great job. They were composed, they were united, and they followed our game plan to the T, which is all we can ever ask for.
And two players in particular were really impact players in that game, Caroline Margolis and Tess Chandler. Kind of talk about what they brought to that game to really make a difference.
I think one of the big focuses going in was composure. Syracuse is so loaded and they're so physical and dominant that composure was a big word that the girls were focusing on. I think Caroline Margolis embodied that with everything she did offensively as far as scoring goals, but even more importantly, just in the midfield, protecting your stick, running fast, dicing in and out of people, keeping your head up, not being, afraid of getting hits. And it was a really, really important concept for us heading into that game. And Caroline sort of embodied it to a T, and I think her teammates followed, more importantly. And then Tess was amazing. I mean, she held Kayla Trainer, who was the best player in the country, to 0 points and 0 shots. Again, we had an awesome scout team to prepare Tess. And I think Tess is just so mentally tough and so smart that I think it was easier for her to get into the head of another attacker. And she just committed to it. Bottom line, she committed to it. But I told her and I told the team yesterday that wasn't even my most proud moment of Tess, was holding Kayla Trainer. I just thought she was so strong in the midfield, coming up with ground balls and draw controls, being, body checked and, having people flying at her, and she was just strong, and, she used her strength and her speed and her height to her advantage, and that's what we've been trying to get her to do. So I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of her.
And you have a couple games this week, today versus Holy Cross, and then Saturday the home opener against Notre Dame. Talk about how that win against Syracuse will kind of give you guys some momentum for this week.
Yeah, I think momentum is a word we've been using a lot with the girls. Today against Holy Cross, Holy Cross doesn't have a win, but I know for a fact that they're so much better than their record. They've got a new coach on staff. I know their head coach is a seasoned head coach. There's no question that today will be a test for my girls, and it's all about getting better, and it's all about playing at that high level. That's kind of what I'm trying to teach them to do, is play at that intense high level all the time, so that it becomes who they are and not just one game against Syracuse.
And then talk about this Saturday's home opener against Notre Dame.
Yeah, I haven't even wrapped my head around it. Really, really trying to focus on today. Obviously, Notre Dame is a huge game. They're an amazing team. So if we can do our job today against Holy Cross, we'll be a better team heading into Notre Dame.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.